So we've got the Irix 65mm Cine lens. I just got this in a couple of days ago. And this is like the first time I've done anything with it, really. I've had it on my camera for a few days, but dude, I've been so busy this week, I've not had a chance to play with it. So I'm pretty stoked to see what this footage looks like. Any of you guys that are watching that are filmmakers, you'll understand this, but when you have a big project coming up, it's always so fun to get gear in to start preparing for that project. I have a really big project in January coming up. And so, you know, we're middle of November right now, and I'm just basically sort of on a buying frenzy, trying to get gear that's going to work the best for this project. And so, yeah, so this is kind of me like testing a little bit to see how the 65mm looks from Irix. But also we're pretty overdue for a new video on the channel. So, and we haven't really focused much on filmmaking stuff lately. So I wanted to get back into that a little bit. So, but yeah, this is the Irix 65mm lens. I'm also testing out, this is the SmallRig, what is it? The SmallRig Mini Follow Focus, I think is what it's called. And it's fantastic. What I love is it's literally plug and play. I literally set it on the lens. I put, and I'll show some B-roll of it in a second here, but I literally put the cog or whatever on top of, like it's laying on top of the focus ring. There was no setup really at all. Literally turned it on, and look at this. We're pulling focus instantly. So I am a huge fan of this. They're only $170 on Amazon. You really can't beat this. I am eyeballing the PD Movie, I forget the whole name, but it's the number 4. It's another LiDAR autofocus system, and truthfully, like I've wanted the DJI one, but to get the full system, you're looking at nearly $2,000 before tax. And I know it's probably really good. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out. I'm sure it's really good, but man, that price is pretty hard to stomach. So I'm looking at the PD Movie one because for the highest tier package that they have for that autofocus system, they're only asking $500 right now. Usually it's $700, but it's on sale right now for $500. So I'm really considering grabbing a couple of those. I think for this shoot in January, I'm gonna stick with this system from SmallRig. This auto, like it's a manual, so it's not auto, but it is really good. I'll probably use this in the January shoot, and then I think once I get the next round of income from that project, I'm going to take that and buy the PD Movie. I can't think of the whole name of it. I'll pull it up here in a second here, but it's a PD Movie brand, but their LiDAR focus system looks really great. So I'm probably going to grab that once I get the second round of payment for this project. So I'm excited to try that out too. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you guys think of the quality. I wish I had my phone on me because I'm literally like probably a good 8 feet away from the camera. So I'm having a hard time like looking at the camera because I'm looking up here to see if I'm in focus. So if we have focus issues, that's why, guys. But from what I can see, it's a pretty long distance in my monitor up here. It does look pretty great. I watched a few reviews on this lens, which really ultimately helped me decide to go ahead and go with this lens. From what I could see, it looks like it's a really sharp lens. I've been super conflicted lately because the other day I had bought 2 of the Sirui Anamorphic lenses. And you guys can laugh at this because I didn't even check. I forget that certain cameras only have certain levels of D-squeeze. Basically, the D-squeeze in my R5C wasn't going to work with what was required to de-squeeze those anamorphic lenses in the camera. So I couldn't really see exactly what it was gonna look like. And sure, I know I could go ahead and record and then throw it into Premiere Pro and then do de-squeeze there, but honestly, that's not really a part of the workflow that I want. I don't wanna have to deal with that. I wanna be able to see what the image is gonna look like while I'm shooting it, so it just wasn't a good fit for me. But then I kind of started doing some research, looked around, and I found, I'm so sorry guys, I'm messing with the focus. Then I did some research and I ended up finding this Irix lens, and I think this was a really good solution. So, but I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of the quality of this lens, just from at least this standpoint? I'll definitely have to post some of the footage that I shoot in California when I'm shooting with my client in January, because I am curious to see what it actually looks like when I have everything sort of set up. But from what I can tell, this looks like it's going to be a really good solution for that shoot, and of course, a good solution moving forward. So, but yeah, you guys all have to let me know what you think. Also, one of my friends actually teases me. They're like, man, you are literally like an ambassador for SmallRig. And it's true, guys. Like everything I own is SmallRig. So SmallRig, if you're watching this, Can we talk? No, but genuinely, I really love the SmallRig products. Like my stands, my tripod, the follow focus that I'm using, my cage, like pretty much like my cables, like the V-mount battery. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but light domes, lights. Like so much of my stuff is SmallRig. I think really it's just the level of quality that you get and at the price point that you get that stuff at is honestly incredible to me. Everything that I get from them is always premium. So, and this video isn't sponsored or anything by them. I wish it was, if I'm honest, but it's not. It's just, honestly, the truth is everything I get from them is such high quality, and I'm a huge fan, and I've told many of my filmmaking friends about the stuff if they've not used it, and they all have the same exact opinion. So just love their products. But this follow focus is really sick. I'll leave links below to this follow focus as well as this Irix 65mm lens, so you guys can check them out if you guys are interested. But I'm really excited to use this lens. I think it's gonna be really sick. I haven't really bought a longer focal length for interview type stuff. Typically I'll do like a 35mm cinema lens. I actually have a Mikey cinema lens that I really love that I use for my A-cam like every shoot. I've been using it for like a year and a half now. It's my favorite lens. I'll leave a link to that lens as well, but I've typically done that for my A-cam, and then for my B-cam, typically it's like a zoom lens, and that's a 24-70 that I'll typically use, and I end up going around the 50mm range. So I'm actually really stoked to get more closer to like that telephoto sort of range when I'm doing that B-cam. We'll get more compression probably from that telephoto, so I'm excited to see how that looks. But if you guys gotten to this point, I really appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned, a lot more videos coming soon. I want to do some more videos more on this topic of things where we're talking about camera gear and some tips and tricks. And so if that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know below. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more soon.